Every level of player in 10 minutes, which one are you? The noob. You might be the noob, but just don't want to admit it. You play a lot of Fortnite, you try your hardest in every game, but still die, usually to a player building a 100-meter tunnel like their life depends on it. You never stop playing though. You might not beat the tryhards, but don't worry, we'll learn about them later. In this period, you only care about the fun things you can do, like the rush you get when you kill an AI and feel you're the next Peterbot. When you see gameplay like Peterbot's, you're either amazed or you log off instantly. After a few minutes or days, whether it's because Fortnite is fun or there's just nothing else to play, you come back. You want to improve, so you chase the victory royale. You spend money on skins for the competitive advantage. Never mind, the skins usually just fire. After enough time and dedication, you will eventually develop into one of two types of players. The casual player. You've been playing since the very beginning of life, Fortnite. You don't go out of your way to play the game. You focus on school or work first, but when you're completely zoning out in English class or typing up documents at work, you're secretly thinking about Fortnite. You play anything, some random horror map your friend found, zone wars, or just regular good old Fortnite. Like the noobs, you love skins. You buy every battle pass unless it's Star Wars season, never do that again epic. Once you start playing with your new skins, your skill level could go two ways. You either grind zero builds because building's too sweaty, or you play BR and feel like a pro when you drop a 5-kill game. And sometimes, just sometimes, you wonder, what if I actually tried? The Pub Stomper. You're either loved or hated by the Fortnite community, but really, you're just a chill guy. You love the mechanics of building and enjoy using them on players like the noob, who, let's be real, never had a chance. You're good enough to play Unreal ranked games, but then you would lose sometimes, so do you play it? No chance. This is why some of the Fortnite community hate you. You destroy any bad player that fights you, until Fortnite releases whatever this is. Sometimes you do become the hero. You carry 3 noobs to a 30-kill win in filled squads, 29 of the 30 kills being from you. Those noobs will remember your name for centuries. People wonder, how did you get good? People assume you grind creative or scrims. You don't even know what those are. Sometimes a rare thing happens where you notice your potential, so you start grinding and become the tournament grinder. You always want to come first place so you can be mega rich. You have good mechanics and high IQ, but you're against people that never see outside their house, so you probably still die. You play lots of competitive Fortnite to master your skills. Usually your mechanics aren't as good as your knowledge of the game. You care about getting to endgame and placing well, but sometimes you need those insane mechanics to beat the better players. You try to find cracked teammates, but they're either toxic or just ass. Your biggest issue is the time you spend on the game and what you choose to play. You play a lot of ranked and tournaments, but miss out on mastering your mechanics in creative. No matter how bad you do in tournaments, you're always back for round 2. Sometimes you search up a few videos, but it still isn't enough. Even though you don't go pro, you love competitive, but there will come a time where you'll make a serious decision to commit to finally making it happen, and that's when you transform into the Scrims Guy. You're always online, usually sweating your life out in a stacked endgame, or just waiting patiently for your next scrim, which can sometimes take hours. You are dedicated to going pro in Fortnite. It's all you want, but you need to keep improving. So you study your past games, watch tutorials, and practice your mechanics. You enjoy the grind, but some days it's hard. You feel you deserve to already be a pro. You are better than everyone in your friends list. Not the best thing though, because you want an absolute beast fighter in your trio, who will take you all the way to millions of earnings. To find this type of player is hard, but there is one way that helps, and that's to look in the right place. When you finally look hard enough, you will find the tokens player. All you know is one thing in Fortnite, and that is creative. Ranked, reload, and BR don't even exist in your brain. You eat, sleep, breathe creative. You do have a lot going for you in Fortnite. You're an insane fighter, have great aim, and you destroy anyone that isn't a top tier fighter. You have a better chance of making a lot of money from Fortnite than any of the other players. You 1v1 players for money, win most of the time, but sometimes you even play pros. If it goes well, you will tell every single person to ever walk this earth about it. You love to play zone wars, build fights, box fights, and realistic 1v1s. You do whatever it takes to win your fights. You use the map to your advantage, you crank the high ground and just spray down. Sometimes you even buy aimbot, but that's only if you're a loser. Everyone watching this video is not, but comment down below what you think of cheaters. I'd love to talk about it. As I said, you probably don't cheat and you are genuine and insanely mechanically good at the game. And after enough time, you will realize, if I'm beating all these pros in creative, maybe I can become a world-class pro. You are better at fighting than most pros and only need to understand how to play the important parts of Fortnite, like off-spawn, mid-game, and end-game. You perform at your best when you play trios because you need a smart teammate that can make the strategic decisions, and all you have to do is use your insane mechanics. Over time, you slowly play less tokens and more scrims. You still keep your insane mechanics, but this will last 2 years until someone else who grinded more tokens than you gets better. Your insane mechanics then become the new average. During this period of dominance, you make a lot of money from Fortnite. This is where you will have to make a tough decision. Continue your Fortnite career and over time placements get worse, or with the fame you have built, turn it into a money printing machine and be a famous ex-pro. For this player, I'm going to use a specific person only, and I want you to try and guess who I'm talking about. Most of you probably won't get it, so best of luck. The famous ex-pro used to be insanely good at the game a long time ago. They even won an FNCS. But after reaching the levels of success, over time they lost motivation to grind. So in less than 2 years, they had to quit. They were no longer mechanically and mentally the level of a pro. They had a decent chunk of money saved up, but now they needed to get a normal job or come up with a genius plan. Fortnite pros could never work a normal job, so they took option 2. They started streaming regularly, but these weren't no normal streams. They would go out in public, basically clip farm by embarrassing themselves or allowing others to go viral, which worked and even got more popular. They went from ex-pro to becoming a famous streamer making millions. So who is it? Let me know in the comments. A player everyone knows and no one is able to achieve their level in Fortnite goes by the name of Peterbot, the FNCS Global Champion, 10 times Cash Cup winner, 3 times FNCS winner, the man that has dominated Fortnite for the last 2 years. But how did he get to this level? Peterbot's journey is surprisingly simple, but shocking at the same time. You would expect to get to the level Peterbot is, you would need some insane strategy or routine no one is using. But that isn't the case. Peterbot grinded like every other pro. He consistently played scrims, grinded tokens, and studied his game. Peterbot wasn't the best straight away, he just never quit. Peterbot never took a long break. He always spent more than 8 hours a day grinding Fortnite. No one wanted him more than Peterbot. At least no one was willing to put in the work like him. So the question is, are you on track of becoming Peterbot, and which player are you right now? If you want to get as good as Peterbot, watch this next. Also, bonus thing for the people that stay to the end. If you comment down below, do with me, you might get lucky because I'm choosing one of you to play a tournament with in the new season.